guys, and I'm reacting to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase today. Yes, I'm reacting. I'm reacting to the Future Game Showcase. I mean, Future Game Show Summer Showcase. So here we go.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2 or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game cast merchants such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's Debonair Dungeon Master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
Indeed. And once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
Okay, yeah. I'm only here for the new game announcements. Oh yeah, and that's another reason why I love the Future Game Show. Future Game Show so much.
The sick. Got it.
The Future Game Show is like one of my favorite.
We're gonna find out about your copay right quick.
And it's like one of my favorite showcases.
Stuck his neck out for us.
You know why? Because
get them out alive.
and it actually.
We're not picking up guns tonight, Justice. All right.
Well, they also.
To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like
Well, they also reveal.
Oh yeah, with our hammer.
They also reveal new. They also reveal some new game announcements as well.
Brace yourself. We're going for a spin.
Yep, and that's the reason why the Future Game Show is my favorite. And they like showcase some of my favorite because of that.
Zephyr, did you get a signal?
After the watch hauled out this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival. Come on, let's see what those guys first.
think that was a cool game. And
What a way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved.
But I think that was a
TV
decent.
series.
That was
Make
a
sure it's on your wish
decent.
lists.
That was a
Pretty
decent
awesome.
announcement.
And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
Oh yeah, that first announcement was a pretty decent one at that. I thought it was pretty cool. It was a cool announcement. I mean, it was an okay, decent announcement.
I used to swear
What's this?
by my father's oath to protect the wards is to protect our people, and if it claims our lives, what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now,
Oh wow, this game looks
what do you
interesting.
swear by today?
Wow,
The only one that matters is my brother.
I love this
I
announcement
will
so far.
kill the people who took him from me.
I love this announcement so far. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this game now. And this game looks a lot of fun to me. It looks interesting.
Take my hand! The clamor of conquerors. Pestilence must be purged. Our father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
But I'm actually excited about this game. I'm actually excited about this game. Oh, it's only coming to Xbox, PS5, and PC. I also hope it
We're
comes.
thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop there.
Also-
Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this
But I
is your
also
very
hope
first look at the
it also
game, but
comes to the
from what I can
Nintendo
tell,
Switch 2 in the
there's
future.
evil residing in these woods.
Yeah. I also hope that game comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 in the future as well. Yep. But I'm actually excited about that game so far. It was like one of the best announcements ever in my opinion. You know. Well, that announcement was a bit meh for me. I don't really care for that one.
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers. in the fall.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got
I
a
mean,
trailer
I'm not
for an
interested
open
in
world
that
action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
Oh, and I really like the art style for this anime style of game. But I really like this art style a lot. But I also see this game. I'm coming to the next gen and Nintendo Switch 2 as well. And at some point, wow, and this game was a lot of fun too. Like, but I'm actually really excited about this one so far. This one was a lot of fun to me as well. I mean, a lot of fun. Only from the PS5 and Steam though, but I also hope it also comes to the Switch 2 in the future as well.
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
Welcome to the future of the final.
The pressure's peaking. Every second counts, and these plays are next level.
This is what the finals is all about. Split-second decisions, teamwork under fire, and victory carved in chaos.
Love it, but sometimes the best strategy is to just hit your opponent really, really hard.
I mean,
Season 7 of the finals launches on June 12th. And whether you're a seasoned veteran or a new contestant entering the arena, if you're tuning in on the FGS Twitch channel, you can earn a Twitch drop of this Kablamo grenade skin.
Yes, anybody who watches this very show for 15 consecutive minutes on the FGS Twitch channel will earn the skin. So, if you've been with us from the very start, or you're just joining us, wherever you've been, then just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about hurdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
but I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think and that this game does look actually really interesting to me. It does look kind of interesting, a little bit interesting to me so far. I will give it that.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next one?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
I'm not gonna lie. But I'm really not interested in this game at all. I'm not interested. It's just not for me.
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Soul, The Stolen Dream, up next.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
cinematic
yeah.
isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Yeah, I don't.
I am
I don't
a few
really
months
care for
younger
that
than you,
one.
Laura.
Yeah, I don't really
I
care for
don't
that one.
think so. No.
I must find her
He's a lifeguard.
before he does.
Eric's Home is a game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in the setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies and just floored me. I thought it was so beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Theo, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down on the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store, and we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's Home. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cell-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the
But yeah, I
Stalker
just want
series.
to.
Here's the
I
latest
just want to
trailer
turn it down a
for
little
The
bit.
Explorator.
It's just too loud. Yeah, it's just way too loud for me. So that's why I turned it down. I turned down the volume. Wow, that's pretty. Very beautiful. And this actually does look beautiful. that this takes place in underwater or something. You can definitely tell this takes place under the sea. That's what it looks like to me. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Oh snap! Oh wow! This is a very cool, a very cool, nice, unique art style. I really like this art style a lot, though. And this art style looks so innovative, so different and unique so far. I like it.
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
But it's my interests.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's right. And I remember this game announcement from like last year, I think. Yeah, I've seen this game announcement before. Yeah, this is the game I'm actually really interested. I'm actually really interested in this game. Yeah, I'm really interested in this game. Yeah. Well, that's what I meant to say. And this game does look fun, though. But I do hope that this game also comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 at some point, someday. Yeah. I really hope this game does come to Switch 2.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the Summer Showcase is Titan Quest II. The fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron War's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimoire Games.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
Titan Quest 2 is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest 1. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet, you're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest 2 is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible.
A part of me is interested in this game and also not interested in this game at the same
multiple
time.
directions. Mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually.
And I'm interested and not interested at the same
time. Just a tanky warrior, of course you're gonna have that.
But it just looks like that and with that type of game to me. Yeah. This type of game.
Modifiable.
Yeah.
So each of them has like these several modifiers.
But these type of games like is it like this?
Into your skill. This is our
this type of game, this gameplay style. it does interest me and not interest me at the same time, if that makes sense. So, but I know some
We are
people
not going to be doing
are really
any
interested in this type of.
microtransactions in this game.
I'm really
because
into these
we
type of games.
Don't believe in that form
And that's
of
completely fine. I respect that.
monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the
But this
Hogwarts
just doesn't
launch,
appeal to
we'll
me
be
that
giving
much,
out,
but it does a little
large
bit. If that makes
DLC
sense.
packs,
Yeah.
which will include additional chapters, so more content in general, bosses, creatures, areas, and masteries, of course. So Titan Quest 2 will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already. And we're looking for a summer timeline for this. And then later, the other platforms.
I mean, well, I would love to see it also come
Titan
to the
Quest
Switch
2 is
too.
coming soon, and you can wish list it on Steam or the Epic
If it comes to the
Games
Nintendo Switch
Store.
too, then maybe I'll.
Wait, Legendary Actor Yuri Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man
It
to
may
my
be,
MJ?
you know?
What are you doing here?
Hey guys! I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys.
But I don't know if
making
I'm
those
gonna
video games out here.
if I'm gonna get it or not.
Okay, well,
That's the only
I mean,
thing I'm gonna
since
say about
you're already
that.
here, why don't you take the next trailer?
Well,
Right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys,
No, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right, I got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
I wonder what it can be.
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets and dizzying marvels. For there lies upon this world of man a mocking and incredible shadow out of time.
Oh, it's actually coming to the Nintendo Switch too. Oh snap! That's freaking awesome.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish list.
It's really cool.
ASAP.
That's also coming to the Nintendo Switch too as well.
I mean,
I'm actually happy about that.
It's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye.
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man.
See you, bye.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Free bio course. How hard could it be? Hard.
We found
It's like capture the flag on crack.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelike twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is a madhouse.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality. That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you with just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Amino. All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this rock-solid core is a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
Get your shit wrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on trial mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight. Die.
I do not really care about these type of games at all, to be honest with you.
Lost Eidolons.
I don't really care for
the Witch.
Yeah, I don't really care for this one at all.
Available now on Steam and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I don't really care for that one at all. Nope, not my cup of tea. But I'm definitely but I am definitely interested in this game though. But I wish that this game also comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm also hoping for this game to also come to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Well, that's my wish list. I want to see this game also come over to the Switch 2 as well. Hopefully it does come over. Fingers crossed. And this game does look a lot of fun to me. That's why I also want to see this game also come to the Switch too.
Can anyone hear me?
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy. Supply line ready.
Break that door open!
Look at that sturdy Halligan first.
Get the attack line in there!
Gotta go scout the area. That was close.
Yeah, you're good?
Found one of the victims! Please, get me out of here!
We can't let the fire escalate like that.
I need help! Mayday! Mayday!
Firefighting simulator. Ignite. United against fire. Coming fall 2025. Wishlist now on PC and consoles.
Well, to be honest, I don't know how I feel about this
Are
one.
we all clear? No Nolan North or Ashley Johnson's waiting in the wings?
No, I think
yeah.
we're good.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Now remember, folks, you can find all those games as well as every game we feature today on the Future Game Show Steam page.
Yes, and you'll want to prime your wish list in advance for this next reveal. It's a game where you play as a bureaucratic inspector in a fantasy world.
Wait, so like you make sure the evil layer is up to code before the party heads inside?
Yes, that's literally the whole deal.
Okay, I legitimately need this game.
Heroes. The world is full of them. Sons and daughters of farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom, so some say. But what is a hero without a princess to save? Without dragons to slay? Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
We, the members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements, hereby announce a strike, effective, immediate.
It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and their clipboard that decides if we have to do more work.
A dragon attacking? That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil. We are happy to welcome you, newest agent to the court. Which makes the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
World premiere.
弾が尽きるまでな愛よ
Oh, it's like an anime style shooting game. It's with an anime style, but it's a shooting game. That's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. But I really like the anime and art style that they went with for this game. I really like it a lot. But this actually looks sick, in my opinion. This actually looks sick. I really do like this. So far. Yeah, I really like this so far. I'm actually really interested in this game. But I would love to see this game also come to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. But this will be perfect for the Switch 2, in my opinion. And this definitely needs to come over to the Switch too. Hopefully it happens. But I can definitely see this type of game come over to the Switch too. At some point, it will definitely come over. And I have no doubt about that at all. I actually do have faith that this game is definitely coming over to the Switch too. It does look interesting in it, and I really like the art style, like I said. That anime art style that they went with. Oh, it's coming in 2026.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC, but you can jump into the open playtest on Steam after the show.
Now we've got a trailer for an action platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look at Hirogami.
Wait, this was and actually announced at the other, and this game was also announced and at the Summer Game Fest yesterday as well. Yeah, this was definitely announced at the Summer Game Fest yesterday, I think. Oh yeah, and this game also looks interesting to me as well. I'm actually interested in this game, but I also want. Oh, that is so cool! No way. You can transform yourself into different creatures, and as paper, it's like you're paper, and you can transform yourself into like different art styles and animals and stuff like that, and figurines. That's actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's really cool. And also animals as well, and a frog, and a chimpanzee, gorilla, or whatever. That is so cool. But I also hope that, and that this game also, but I also want to see this game also come to the and Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Yeah, I also want to see this come to the Switch 2 as well. I was only coming to Steam, Epic Games Store, and PS5 for now. It would definitely come to the Switch too.
PC and PS5
in the future.
on September 3rd.
Yeah, this
Hold
would
it
definitely.
into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Games Store, and check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Yeah. I definitely see that game coming.
Eve Frontier. This is
Come
CCP
to Switch
Games
2 in the future.
Spacebound Survival MMO.
So I'm not worried about it. I definitely see that coming in the future. You know why I say that? Because
eFrontier is an
Well, the Switch 2 is
invitation
doing very
for
well.
everyone that have
Yeah.
had the idea in their brain to make a game.
The Switch 2 is
And
very
often
popular,
the best
so
way
it's
to make
definitely
a
coming.
game is to start and modify an existing game.
It will come
We
one
have
day in
now
the future.
created an MMO server-side modding platform.
So that's
and
why I'm not
we
worried
offer
about it.
an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created. When we made Team Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually
Oh
be
yeah,
done by
and that paper game
But
was
we did
actually
build quite a bit of
interesting.
it ourselves.
It actually looked a
Seeing what
whole
the
lot of
works
fun. It
from
looks a
Eve,
lot
especially
interesting to
when
me.
it comes to the third-party
I want that paper
ecosystem,
game that was just
we could
announced so
actually
badly.
give a lot
Just like
more
I said, also
agency
hope
to players
it also
to
comes to the
literally build
Switch
the
2 as well.
So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game,
And that's the
we
game
are
I
on the
want
other
so
hand
badly.
building
Not
up
gonna
an
lie.
amazing modding platform.
Yeah, that's definitely the game.
Basically, what the Frontier enables
Oh yeah,
developers
and I'm
is to
also
mod the actual
love
server, creating additional
and
software
platforming
that
games
both
as well.
read
And that's
and
another
write
reason why
the
I
world
want
state.
that game
And
as well.
that, I think, will
But
enable
platforming
something
games are
truly
also my
astounding
favorite.
It's never been
Platforming
seen
games
before.
always been my
But this
favorite.
is very much
Yeah.
inspired by the
That's
third-party
another reason why.
ecosystem that is developed around the online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform were built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is a space shooting game. Yeah, I do like space shooting
Founder
games.
access for eFrontier is available now, and you can head to efrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
eFrontier. Okay, it's
We
called
have
eFrontier.
a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade
do love-
racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
I do love space shooting games. Oh! This is another announcement that they're showing us. A new racing game. Yes, I love racing games. But like racing games are just my favorite. Racing games are definitely my favorite. So, but I also hope and that this racing game also and also hope that this racing game also comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. It will definitely come over to the Switch 2. I have no doubt about that though, but I'm still wishing for it on my wish list just in case. Just in case if it does in the future. But yeah. But this is just wishful thinking for now. Wow, this racing game looks a whole lot of fun. But this racing game looks a lot of fun though. It actually reminds me of like the old school retro racing game. That is what this one reminds me of. This is, it is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Formula Legends
That's
is
a good
racing
sign.
to
It's
release on
definitely coming to
PC
Switch
and
too.
consoles,
Yeah.
but you can play the demo now
It's
on
coming to
Steam,
Switch 1.
and also wishlisted on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now,
It was
let's
certainly
keep rolling
coming to
with our
Switch.
ones to
Yes,
play
definitely
section,
coming to Switch.
which is a future game show.
I don't got nothing
It's a
worried about.
montage of exciting games that you can
Definitely
play
Switch.
on Steam right after the show.
So, if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
I don't got nothing to
First
worry
up
about.
is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play
But
as a
since it's
kitty
coming to the Switch
abducted by
1, I mean
aliens
to the
that repel enemies
Nintendo
with your
Switch 1,
trusty
that means coming to Switch 2.
Star
Well, this game looks interesting
Players
too.
can
This
mod
cat
Polo's
game.
abilities to settle on a unique
Platform
playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Ooh, this looks interesting. And also cute as well.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing
this is a
descended on the town.
This is a
Can you
shooting
solve
game.
puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
Well, what about Blood?
With like PS1 graphics that is actually inspired by Resident Evil.
Train and command a crew of
Yeah,
warriors
that shooting
in
game that
strategic
just found.
turn-based battles. Then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your names through annals of history. and spill buckets.
Yeah, I'm not interested in these type of games. Not interested in that one.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure. That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Every voyage begins with a plan. A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. Life is the voyage.
I mean, yeah, I'm not really interested in this one. I'm not interested in this game. It just doesn't look interesting to me.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
Not going to specify that. Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year. You can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Not interested next.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Oh, that's cool though, but is that something I want?
Descends to Zero is up next.
I mean, I think it's cool though, but is it something I want really
the last
bad?
surviving human of a
No, not
devastated
really.
world. To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and top
Ooh,
of
this game looks a lot of fun.
Descend to Zero is coming soon to
this
PC.
definitely looks
But
like
in
my
the
type of
meantime,
game.
you can check
This
out the
looks a
free
lot
demo
of
on
fun.
Steam and
Oh,
drop
that
it
looks
on your
sick.
wish list.
I want this game so badly. It needs to come to Switch soon.
Or how about Animal Kind? This is a cozy cooperative town building game where you play as a crew of adorable critters.
Aw, this is cute.
Mech suits. Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge
That's
the
what the gameplay
landscape
is
for
fun.
materials and establish a community of cute creatures.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this type of game.
But if you head to the
Yeah.
Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha
It is
playtest,
cute though,
which
don't
is
get me
arriving
wrong, but
in July.
I'm just not
Next up is
interested
Don't
in
Wake
those
the
type of
Beast.
games.
The
like-
developers have sent over an
Yeah.
intricate overview, so
No,
I'll
man.
sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that each treasure has its weight, and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate. But when you fail, there's always another run. My game will feature 4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release in 2026.
And I can imagine
We're
this was
rounding things out
interesting.
with worship.
That's perfect.
Simulator, where you try your best to bring about the end of the world.
It was actually announced
Inspired by
already last
Pikmin,
year, I
this
think.
cute and creepy multiplayer roguelike tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
I mean, this announcement's alright. Yeah,
That was our spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh, I might actually learn something. I love video games.
Peggy 18.
I mean, yeah, I'm really not interested in this game at all. Next.
If those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention, then we're here to help.
Yep, you can head to the link on
I do
screen
not
right
care about
now
this
for
one
a
at
chance
all.
to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Deathground.
Deadly dinosaurs are used in Deathground. Whether you dare to
Lord.
solo or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in the dinosaur-infested abandoned facility. Could you survive?
Goodness gracious.
Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
Well, that's the thing about these dinosaur
The main threat
games.
we need to avoid is the raptors.
And also
Specifically
Jurassic Park.
Utah raptors.
Jurassic World as
So,
well.
unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height.
Oh, this is Deathground. It's
We
called
spent most of our
Deathground.
development time
Yeah,
tailoring
there's dinosaur games called Deathground.
How do you get something that size,
what-
with that
what-
tail, to behave all in
Well, they have it.
Exactly.
They have it on their
Of course, there'll
t-shirt.
be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The number one culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus, aka the Combi.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, fitting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching with Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Deathground is launching into Steam Early Access later this year. Keep an eye out for Roar news on that front.
I'm refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird action-adventure game, Hell Is Us.
What happened here? Madness and hatred and lots of it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Villetet, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell Is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell Is Us. So the game is definitely like an action-adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. He was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where the adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find.
That's actually really cool that you also get to use the sword in this game as well.
So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game.
But I think I am interested in this game now since you get to use the sword in this game
the
as
old
well.
Zelda games.
I love using swords
straightforward
in this game.
You had just enough to know where to go, but not
just like you said, set in Zelda. That's why I love Legend of Zelda because you get to use the sword. I mean, he usually uses the sword anyway. Yeah, Link. Yeah, but I'm so glad in this game though you also get to you also get to use the sword. Yes.
They will lead the way through.
Yeah.
You talk to
you can use the gun.
They're going to tell you a clue.
You can use the gun,
right?
but you can also use the sword, which actually makes me happy.
You where the Owen Convoy.
I'm actually interested in this game. I mean, a little bit interested in this game
I
now.
I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the monument, and she says
but
you
it
can
is a
see
little
that
bit
from
though.
here. And as we're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing.
It doesn't really blow my socks off. It don't look like that type of game that blows my socks off type of game, but I'm happy to get used to
I think
sword.
that's kind of very unique, and it works really, really well. Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. No game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much, it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery, yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF business.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell Is Us without talking about our monsters, and the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative.
And this game does look interesting to me a little bit though. A little bit interesting.
So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage. And so the Hollow Walker represents a bit. It's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion. And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this.
It would also be cool. This game also comes. It also comes to the
September 4th,
to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well.
On Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
And this comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 in the future. Hopefully it does.
Wishlist it now because Hell Is Us is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
All right, I think we're due another world premiere, don't you? This one's an action adventure
that
set
game
in a
was
drop-in
announced
gorgeous
last year too. Oh, it was for Hell of a it was announced last year too.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? So yeah, New Tales reached out, and I am officially in their game. Actually, seeing you just reminded me, they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine, you're doing great for time. Hey Jazz!
Hi Sam!
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure, I'll be in a game with you. But only if you're coming to the D&D group next week, because our party could really use the barbarian.
Alright, I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
interesting to me. But I'm actually really really excited about this game. Yes, I'm actually really excited about this game. But I really love the new mechanics in this game and this new game that they use so far. The game does look a whole lot of fun. But I also want to see this game also come to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Yes, I really do. And this will be, and this game will be perfect for the Switch 2. It definitely needs to come over. Steam, PS5, Xbox, Epic Games, but it's not coming to Switch 2.
That's right, we're joining
It's not coming to Switch 2 yet.
Carlette
Not yet.
herself and the awesome
It might
Jasmine
come in the
Goulart
future,
and
though.
Fading Echo coming to
So I'm not worried about
PCs
it.
and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go!
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's dig in.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies.
And that game was just announced. It is probably in the works right now, so I'm not worried about it.
And the beasts.
It's definitely coming. It's definitely coming to the Switch 2 because the Switch 2 is very popular.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Sheo, all things are possible.
And this game actually looks a lot of fun.
Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that?
We gave you those robes for a reason.
Yeah. This game actually looks a lot of fun though. Oh, it's coming in 2026. That's really cool. That's really cool. Ooh! And my favorite type of space shooting game. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I love these type of space shooting games. These are like one of my favorites that I'm definitely a huge fan of because these type of space shooting games are a lot of fun. But this is like the one of the best announcements ever in this space shooting game right here. I love these types of space shooting games. Oh yeah, but I also see this game on, but also coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well in the future. It's probably in the works right now, and that's why there's no Switch 2 logo right now. Maybe Nintendo is just trying to save the rest of the third-party support for that their Nintendo Direct to surprise us with like all these third-party support that are coming. And that's the reason why some of these Switch 2 versions are not announced at some of the Game Fest and also future game shows. So which is fun. And there are some that are definitely in the works that would not be announced at Nintendo's upcoming Nintendo Direct this year. So yeah. It might happen next year. So I'm not really worried about it. And the Switch 2 is selling well. That's how I know that, especially third party. And I also heard a lot of and third party developers said a lot of good things, a lot of great things about the Switch 2. So we definitely going to see a lot of third party support this time around. Yep. Well, they have said a lot of positive things about the Switch too. Yeah, these third party Developers did say a lot of positive things. Oh yeah, I'm also interested in this game too. I also hope that this comes to the Nintendo Switch too as well. Oh snap! That's really cool. This is also like one of the best announcements ever. This is like one of the most popular games ever. And this, yeah, though. But I always wanted this type of game. But I don't really remember if I played this game before or not though. But I do want this game. I do want this platforming game. This game does look a lot of fun. But this is the collection. It says live on Kickstarter June 10th. Oh, it's a Kickstarter game for now. But I do hope it comes to Switch
all of those
too
games
as well.
by heading to the
Future Game Show Steam page?
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission to save humanity and the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
We are going to do this. Just load the gun.
Not until you move to the scanner.
Those things can change shape.
Perfect. Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please.
Trust no one. Yep,
But
that's
what if
right.
that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, creative director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made. With Turning Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really interested in that game.
Directive 8020
Not really interested in
introduces
this
the
game.
ability to rewind
But that's
and
just me,
change
though.
your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025, and if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary, but for entirely different reasons. Cairn is a death-defying climbing simulator with a meticulous control scheme. Here's the game makers to tell you more.
Cairn is what we call a survival climber.
Oh.
Your goal is to
this
climb a
climbing
mountain and reach a summit no one has ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere.
Oh, they showing this
and the
off
climbing
again. Okay.
mechanics are highly
Yeah, I don't mind them
realistic.
showing this off again.
You'll need to
There's
carefully
certain
manage your
games I
balance
do get
and
sick and
stamina.
tired of them showing
Make a
over and
mistake,
over again. You guys
you'll
showed
fall
it like
and get hurt.
once
For
or
the
twice.
first time, we are also showing what it's
Yeah,
like
I
to
don't
climb
mind
at
them showing
high
this game
altitudes.
again. Like so many
When
times.
you get up there,
Yeah.
you face ice
In
walls.
certain games I don't
that
really
require you
care
to
for
use
it.
ice axes and
Really,
spikes.
then yeah, I get.
But don't think you can just jam your tools
It's when I
into
get
the
fed
ice.
up with it. I really
Ice
get annoyed
climbing
by
is
that.
precise. You'll need
But I
to
don't mind
aim
this
for
one,
cracks
though.
and edges.
I don't mind them
with a
showing this
solid
over and over again. Though.
Cairn's realistic climbing system
This
also
was-
supports mixed climbing.
And this was announced last year.
That means you can have one end on the rock and the other using an ice tool.
And this game does look a little bit interesting, kinda, a little bit.
Choose the most strategic route to the top.
It isn't that
Game is
interesting to
coming
me.
up on PlayStation
Not
5
really.
and Steam later this year.
And
You
just
can
a little
already give it a
teeny bit.
try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
It would be cool if this game also came to the
Karen is coming to
Switch 2 as
PlayStation
well.
and PC later this year. And you can also check out a free demo on both platforms after the show. What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
Some of these games are definitely using like the PS1 in art style. And some of these indie games are actually definitely using a PlayStation 1 in art style, and it's also inspired by Resident Evil as well. You can definitely tell by just looking at it. It's actually inspired by that game. Which is awesome. And well, they use the PS1 graphics style, which is interesting. Oh, it's made by that company. Okay. It's made by that indie developer. Yeah. Oh, that's another one. Okay. Well, they did say there was going to be two. So, yeah. 2 game announcements on like the PS1 graphics style that they went with.
Hark the Ghoul and Ground Zero are both coming soon to PC. What's up next, Laura?
We're taking a look at a game called Hella. It's a cooperative folklore adventure where you and your friends band together as brave little mice.
Ooh, this game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be interesting. It looks like that these mouses are going to go on an adventure. Oh, it is that type of game. Yes, but that's what I was hoping for. I'm actually really happy and really excited about this one so far. And this game does look a lot of fun. But I would also love to see this game and also come to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. And I get to play as Mouse is on the go. Just imagine I get to play it on the go, man. And this will be amazing. And this game will actually be perfect for the Switch 2. I want this to come to the Switch 2. To the Nintendo Switch 2 so badly. I really do. And this game definitely needs to come to the Switch 2. It needs to happen. I'm coming to Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S for now. That's okay, it might come in the
Hella
future.
is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, so give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Moving swiftly on, it's time for a look at Ludo. This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18. How can you distinguish between what is real and what isn't? Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong?
To seem fake. Like a trick.
I mean, yeah, I'm not.
Much longer are you going to attempt to ignore it?
Oh yeah, I'm not really interested in that one. I'm not interested in that one.
Let him get you again.
I'm not interested in this one so far.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Hello everyone.
Oh,
I'm
snap.
excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025.
Yeah. He
There
used
are
to be
so
the
many
Sony.
amazing games
Yeah,
coming
he used to be
out,
the.
and I'm very
He used to be
happy
the Sony
that I have a
CEO
bit
for
more time to
PlayStation,
play them
but not
these days.
anymore. He retired. I
As many
heard
of
people
you
say.
know,
Yeah, he
I
actually
have
did
been a
retire.
huge fan
Yeah, I
of
remember
the
he
work
retired.
of Any Dreams. Synapse
I'm surprised he's
is
in
my
this.
favorite VR game of all time.
That he introduced
and
himself like
I'm
this future game show.
honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the End Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
But the only thing I really disagree with what he said about the Switch 2 is that well, the Switch 2 is not innovative. Well, it is innovative to me with the whole mouse control. I do like the mouse control. How is that not innovative? Yes, it is. And it doesn't matter to me if it doesn't matter to me if Nintendo is innovative or not innovative. Yeah, that does not matter to me. But this is nothing new. But sometimes Nintendo's innovative and sometimes they're not. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. It does not matter to me if Nintendo's innovative or not. I'm not really underwhelmed. I'm not underwhelmed about the Switch 2. Oh, like some people are, like most people are. I'm just not. But that's just me though. Ooh. And this game does look interesting though, Daddy. Yeah, this game does look interesting though. That they're working on. That he's working on. And that him and his team are working on that.
Reach is an ambitious virtual
Reach.
reality
Yeah.
action adventure coming to PSVR, Steam, and MetaQuest in 2025.
Yeah, it does
Okay,
look
then.
interesting to me
It's
though.
time to check in with everybody's favorite depressed and recently divorced Duck.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this show
could only be the Duck Detective.
He may have cracked the mystery of the secret salami, but when you're that good
Oh,
at
they
your
showing
job,
this game off
there's
again.
always a new case.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this one. To be honest with you.
I'm used to the cold embrace of loneliness, and this vacation won't be the end of me.
Hi, I'm Annika.
And I'm Johnny. We're Happy Broccoli Games based in Berlin, Germany.
Our newest game is Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, where you are the one and
Oh
only
yeah.
Duck Detective.
And this game was announced so many times. I think in 2023, 2024,
Inspect evidence.
and now this year,
deductions, and
2025.
solve no
They've been
murders.
announcing this game
To the
like way
annoyance
too
of the
many
Duck
times. So,
Detective, he is joined by a new partner.
yeah, I'm not really interested in this type of
solving
game.
crime. Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to unravel the truth and nibble on the crumbs of justice. Right now, we're working on a simplified Chinese language.
Yeah, they've been
update
announcing
that is
games
coming
way
out
too many
later this
times.
year.
We're very excited for you to play. The
To be
game's out
honest.
on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series XS, and PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Are those bread get slices.
Duck Detective.
The ghost of glamping.
Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far, but how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind Patapon? You get on your dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
Oh, they showing this game off again? Okay, that's really cool. And they showing more info about this game. That's actually really cool. Yeah, they definitely showing more info about this game. Wait. But this game was also announced at Summer Game Fest yesterday as well. This game was announced already. But I don't mind them showing this game off again. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Ratatan is coming to Steam Early Access on July 25th, but there's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile, an interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Oh.
It can't be. It's Hercule Poirot. Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do? And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meeting? Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly.
I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Weiss. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you. Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.
Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in that game at all.
Let's just say you're gonna flip.
Looks boring to me. this is Scooby Doo. Oh, that's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Is this a game that'll be interesting? I really don't know, to be honest with you.
Slinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way on the PC and consoles this Scootober.
That's really
Now
cool
we're
to
starting
see.
to close in on the end of
I'm
the show,
Scooby-Doo,
but not before we show you
I'm
our
cross
final
path
ones to watch.
with House.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an exclusive insight into Mafia.
That's
the old
really cool though.
Here's all the gory details.
Mafia: The Old Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900 Sicily, so the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia itself, back to where organised crime first really came from. In Mafia: The Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia. As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Torrisi crime family, and then this game really, this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man. For Mafia: The Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade. Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful. We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, and all of the character performances that's really helped us to bring our story to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
Come forward. All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side. This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes, I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me. To become a man of honor, repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty
is a family. My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath. My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath. Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia of the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Hey, what's up? I'm Arjun, the game director at Rome Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the spark!
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over free time.
Oh, this is actually really fun. It's really
interesting.
interesting.
Edge and the Aztec civilization.
Yeah. I'm actually interested in this game.
Right?
The game does look fun though.
I need you.
But I do hope that this game also comes to the Nintendo Switch too as well.
Tricky enemy types.
Yeah.
Solve puzzles.
Yeah. I definitely want to see this game
question you thought you
also
never
comes to the Switch too as
How
well.
the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk it all with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game where you can start with classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer, switch again to pull this little closer, hit him with a huge combo.
I'm into these type of games, that's one.
The hell are you? And now we're making that game with blood, sweat, and spark. Tenet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a little mini-me. Watch up.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and wishlist Tenet of the Spark on Steam. And go look at your family album. Maybe your grandpa was a badass like mine. You never know.
Thank you to Roar Games for the inside scoop on Tenet of the Spark. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, so pop it on your wish lists. All right, what have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay for Creasel Theater of Idols. This is a first-person horror shooter for fans of BioShock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Almighty Son, guide my path in this hour of darkness. As the shadows of the abyss close in. Let God's sacred light banish.
What in the world?
So my soul may ascend to you.
It looks cool though, but it also freaks me out at the same time too. Even though I think it looks cool when that transforms, but it also freaks me out at the same time. Yeah.
Consumed in your flames for all eternity.
Oh yeah. This is a hard game, so of course it's gonna be like that.
Creasel.
I'm not interested in these type of games. I'm not into these type of games. But
Holy moly, that was good.
You're telling me. Crystal Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year, and your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay, well, how do you want to do this?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there, and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay, because that last trailer was really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
The evil genius love.
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus.
Yeah, I love how the way they did the evil genius love. The evil love.
You have been chosen, honored to the
I be doing that too
to
sometimes.
serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess.
And this is the final announcement that they say. So this is it's definitely gonna end after this. The future game show is gonna. Future game show
must still be chosen. And tonight, you will be served.
And the future game show is gonna end after this. Yep, it is what it is. Well, that's it.
No, hold on. I've got something to show you.
Launching on PC. Okay. In console.
I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
I don't know if this game's gonna be it's gonna interest me or not, because they didn't really show no gameplay yet. Oh, they're gonna show it in August.
That was your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next future game show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's summer showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the summer showcase, as well as the Dreamweaving developers who put their all into those amazing trailers we debuted today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
Okay, but I'm gonna end it from here, you guys. Since the Future Game Show just came to a close, it came to an end. Yep, I'm gonna end it from here, you guys. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys for now. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.